Hello everybody, welcome back, I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to the episode of Formula 1 2021 Breaking Point. But before we get into it, why don't head down below, like and subscribe. So I'm trying to get 500 subs before the end of the year, and I think we can do it. So let's move on to chapter 5 over here for the Italian Grand Prix. Let's see what's going to happen over here.
We'll take a look at it. And how are we today, chaps? Everything running smoothly, I hope.
All right, Brian. Yeah, we're just going through a few last-minute tweaks.
Ah, that's what I like to see. With dedication like that, maybe you'll be able to get us back a few more of those points, eh?
Yeah, I'll try.
Actually, Aidan, I'm glad I've caught up with you. Thought you might like to know. I had a call this morning from Toto Wolff. Mentioned you directly.
Oh.
I think they're sniffing around for next season. You're being watched.
So, no pressure then?
So, what's the problem with the car?
I'm losing power on the straights. It's not a massive issue. I'm sure we can deal with it.
Yeah, theoretically, do we have time to install the Spec 2 unit before the race?
Yes, boss.
And Casper's reporting no problems?
No.
Okay, let's do it. Put the Spec 2 in Aiden's, would you?
Well, that would sort it. I mean, if you're sure.
Of course. You could do with a little boost. A little boost. Besides, anything for our star driver. Casper, how are you today? Feeling good about the race?
Well, that is quite interesting. Casper doesn't seem too happy about us getting the new engine over there. We've got a call coming in from Brian, so let's see what he's got to say. And, well, yeah, basically what's he's got to say about us.
I'm glad I've caught you. Listen, don't worry about Casper.
Let me stop you there. Brian, Casper's the furthest thing from my mind right now. I've got a race to focus on.
Good man. In the garage just now, that was my fault. I know how he can be.
What, childish? Self-centered? I'm sick of it, Brian. He's been on my case ever since I joined the team. He needs to grow up.
Okay. You just leave Casper to me and get your head in the race. Let's put that new power unit to good use, eh?
Sure thing, Brian. See you on the other side.
Okay, so yeah, Casper isn't too happy with us getting the new engine basically ahead of him. But I guess we've got a race to, well, basically race. So let's see how is it going to go down. So let's get right into the Italian Grand Prix.
Best drivers fighting it out for that #1 spot. It's time for the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds up to 215 miles per hour and an average lap speed of around 155 miles per hour, Monza's reputation as one of the fastest circuits in the sport is well earned. We have 11 corners on this 3.6-mile track, with the best overtaking chance coming into the heavy braking zone of the Turn 1 chicane. Here we are then, Monza, the 90th time this event has been held, so a special year for F1 fans, particularly the Italians, who are rightly proud of this event and its heritage.
Yeah, it always feels a bit special here, doesn't it, Crofty? Hamilton holds the joint record with Schumacher for number of wins here at 5 apiece, but could snatch it outright today with a 6.
Nearly 100 years of history here, so let's see what this year holds in store for the Italian Grand Prix. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Ackermann, Carlos Sainz and Kvyat, Norris, Ricciardo, Gasly and Alexander Albon, Ocon, Leclerc, Antonio Giovinazzi and Butler, Vettel, Grosjean, George Russell and Aiden Jackson, Magnussen and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So we might have a new engine in the car, but it doesn't seem that has helped us out during qualifying as we start P18 on the grid And our objective for this race is to beat Ackerman, who is in 4th place right now. But it is Monza, so, you know, DRS, slipstream and all of that. And a big send down into turn 1. Where are we going to go up? Up to P17, 16. And yeah, it's P16, so we've basically gained 2 positions. Because of course we started in P18. And I tried sending it down the inside of Vettel over there, but he kind of closed the door. So now on to lap 2, passing Devon Butler, and now trying to go down the inside of Vettel, but he kind of like, well, basically defends. And I nearly go back into the back of Giovinazzi. We actually touch, but I did actually check. Well, right now I didn't have any damage from that, which is good. Now down this over here, just about making it through. No contact with Giovinazzi that time through, which is good, because of course don't want to break the car. Now lap 3, really like making moves into this corner over here. If you get, of course, a better traction out of turn 1, and we actually made made up 2 positions over there. We got a warning from for a, well, basically collision contact with a Vettel, but we made it past, and we made it past Vettel's teammate Leclerc in the other Ferrari and up to P11. Now Gasly over here down the main straight. He is going to close us down. That was so close to the wall. That could have been a DNF over there. A bit late on the brakes, but we make it past and up to P10. Now, of course, Monza DRS straight normally. So Ackerman might be in P4 and we are in P10, but he's actually 1.7 seconds ahead of us. As you can see, there's about like 5, 6, 7 cars just really close to each other over here, from basically Ricciardo behind me all the way to Ackerman up in 4th place, because he's kind of holding the pack back. So on to lap 7 over there, going down the inside of Norris over there. He actually turned in on me, so that kind of messed me up over there. Definitely could have been a big crash over there, but we do manage to make it through. And we are going to go down the inside of Albon, going on to 7th place on lap 7. Now, down the long straight once again with DRS. Ackerman right in front of us, but we didn't get him on the straight. Are we going to get him now? We are on lap 8. We need to pit yet, but it does look like we're going to get past our teammate and rival Ackerman over there. Just before we need to pit basically on this lap, so that's what we are going to do, with Verstappen and Bottas in front of us pitting as well, and Norris and Leclerc, and I'm pretty sure that's Gasly and Ricciardo following us behind to box onto the mediums. Wouldn't really make too much sense to box on the hards, but AI sometimes do that during the 25% race, which is quite weird. It makes no sense, but yeah, I guess they sometimes do that. And actually, they only kind of do that when they go long on the softs, so that wouldn't really make any sense. Even if it was like a full race, you want to go shorter on the softs than like longer on the hards, maybe. I'm not too sure. But we just get out just in front of Fiat and Sainz over there, who are battling for P7. And actually on lap 10, we get an undercut on Jackson, our teammate, which is good. Well, not Jackson, we are Jackson. An undercut on Ackerman, and we pass him, and we basically finish in P4th, and we basically complete the objective.
Well, quite the rivalry forming between the rookie Aiden Jackson and his veteran teammate Casper Ackerman.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of when Hamilton signed for McLaren back in 2007. And we all know how that one ended. Alonso returned to Renault pretty much the moment the season wrapped up.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.
So there we go, it wasn't quite the podium for us, but we move on to chapter 6, 2 months later at the Mexican Grand Prix. So I guess let's see what's in store for us now. We've got a phone call, so let's pick it up and see what they've got to say.
Mum?
Aiden, I'm here.
Oh, good. After that flight delay, I was starting to get concerned.
Don't worry. Everything's fine.
And they're looking after you?
Better than at Silverstone.
Good, because you were my lucky charm there, Mum. And I'm hoping you do the same here.
I'll try, love. Now just do what you do, and everything will be great.
I know. Mirror signal maneuver.
And always stick to the speed limit.
I'll try.
Have a great race, Aiden. I'll see you after.
I'm so pleased you're here, Mum. This one's for you, eh?
So there we go. So Mexican Grand Prix now. We actually joined the race, well, mid-race, and we've basically got to, basically to keep pace with Casper and kind of catch up to him.
The gap to the car behind is 1.5 seconds. How's it feeling out there, Aiden?
Yeah, good. I think we can start to push a little. Where's Casper?
Ahead of you. Don't worry about Casper, Aiden. Let's just improve your current position.
Yeah, copy.
So we joined Aiden Jackson over here on lap 11 as we make a move on Pierre Gasly straight away. So our objective is to catch up to our teammate Casper Ackermann before lap 17. So we are currently P12, soon to be P11 as we overtake Vettel for the second kind of like chapter in a row, I guess. And Casper is in P8, 5.5 seconds ahead of us. And actually, weirdly enough, Bottas is in front of us. He's on hard tyres, so he's quite slow. I nearly lose the car there, but keep it together and pass him in that place where you don't really see many passes. Just kind of maybe like the top 2 cars on like the top, on the bottom 2 cars, just like really fast cars overtaking really slow cars over there. Well, most of the time, as we go past Ricardo. And now we are slowly but surely catching up Ackermann over there. And, well, let's see what's going to happen.
Watching either in the stands or at home, the determination on show from Racing Point and Aiden Jackson today.
No, you're not wrong there, and his performance has improved race by race throughout the season, and his driving today, impeccable. Here's a test for him now, though, as they head down the main straight. There's a lot of friction between these two, and his teammates after him. Will he budge?
Hold position, Aiden.
Oh, I've never seen anything like this on a racetrack before. 2 teammates wheel to wheel.
Keep it clean.
Inches separating them and they crash. Oh, they've come together in spectacular style and they're both out of the race.
Well, that wasn't too good. Nobody wanted to give up the space and, well, we've basically crashed out. And we've got 0 points, so that's basically going to hurt us in the Constructors' Championship.
Close the door. Sit down. What the hell was going on out there? We've invested millions in you two. Millions. And look at you both. Acting like a couple of school kids. You've got a lot to prove this year, boy. And you're swanning around like butter wouldn't melt. And as for you, you should know better. I'm disgusted. You should both be ashamed.
Brian,
Not a word. Not a single word. I should fire you both right here and now. You've screwed our chances this season. The team is bigger than you two and your petty squabbles. Grow up! Any more, and you're both out. Do you hear me? I'll finish the season behind the wheel myself if I have to. Both of you, get out. Go away.
Hey.
Hey.
So, what did he say?
Threatened to fire both of us.
He won't.
That's not the point.
I'll just leave you be.
Is Lily okay? Does she know I'm safe?
Yeah, she saw you climb out. She's fine. I left her with your mother.
Okay, good.
You've survived worse, you know?
Doesn't make it any easier.
Maybe not, but you're not hurt. And you have a family who love you. The rest are just details. I'll see you later.
Well, that was quite interesting. We've basically collided, missed our chance of getting P5 in the Constructors. But I think for this episode it is going to be enough. So in the next one, chapters 7 and 8, not really sure what's going to come after this. It could honestly be anything. But for now, that is going to be it. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.